everybody. That's right, it's the old Man Vass. That is I. And we are here. We're going to try and jump back into Ashes of Creation. Some of you may have seen my video from yesterday when we were first trying to load up the assets and get the game started. Had some problems. It happens early access. But there was a server update. So hopefully that means they fixed the servers a bit. It is prime time. 700 people. Look at that. I had hoped they expanded the number of servers. They didn't. But this is better than yesterday, where they started off, it was 11 o'clock at night, and there were 1,500 people in queue. Actually, 2,000. So we're closer here. They still haven't updated the server data reflected on the show. Okay. So, what can we do? So we got a little time. By the way, you may have noticed, first thing, to the, there's a guy named Munch who was watching the stream last night between 11 and 1 in the morning. And Munch, you made a donation of $5. Thank you very much. For those who are not aware, you can see it in the description. Half of everything I am able to get in terms of donations, Patreon, all that, 50% of everything I'm able to get is going to be donated to the Jericho Project in January. The Jericho Project is an independent organization that helps to provide housing and food and help for homeless people, for veterans, and for families here in New York City. Over 3,000 people they help in a year to deal with being homeless, to end their homelessness, to help veterans to reintegrate into society, to help families that are in need. I'm doing this because I don't trust Zoran Mandami. I don't trust government. They made the problem, and they didn't deal with the problem. So I don't think that they're going to fix the problem. And I know Zoran Mandami has promised that he's going to fix everything because socialism. I don't agree. I think he's absolutely wrong. And I think he's more of the problem. You may not, and that's fine. You can have whatever political views you want. But because I don't trust Zoran Mandami and I don't trust the government at large, I'm donating money to a very good cause, the Jericho Project, because I believe in people. And I know the Jericho Project does help people, not the government, not donors, but actually helps the people they're after, the homeless, veterans, and families. And so half of that $5 is going over to the Jericho Project in January, along with money that I get from my main channel, No Sound Bites Allowed. All of the super chats and all that goes into the money we're going to be donating to them. So I thank you for that. With that said, I keep leaning in one too much. With that said, let me see. I did a video, you guys may have seen it, on, do I have it here? Give me 1 second. I want to see if I can pull that up for you guys. I have a video. I just saw the Supergirl movie. I don't know if you guys saw it. You might have, might not. And I'm going to try and bring that up for everybody, since we have a little bit of time.
Hey guys.
So let me see if I can get that on screen for you guys while we wait for Ashes of Creation to let me in. So let's see if I can get this on screen. How am I going to do this? Video? Hey guys, so it's the old Man Vass. I'm happy to be here with you, and I'm going to check out the Supergirl trailer. It's the second time that I'm seeing this trailer in full, and I tell you that the first time I saw it, I said to myself, this movie isn't made for me. Not because I'm old, partially because I'm a man, partially because I like comic books. But I'll tell you more about that as we go through it. So here we go. We're opening up, first scene. And instantly, I don't like this movie. I don't like this movie because I'm looking at a drunk. That's the first image we get. This is a drunk. All right, so before I go any further, let me mention to everyone, part of the reason why you're seeing this is I'm waiting for the cue to allow us to get into Ashes of Creation. Obviously, there's a lot more demand to get into this game to find out how it plays than there are slots available in the servers. I'm currently on, I believe, the East Coast server, and so we're trying to get in there. So rather than you guys just watching me just sit here, I'm going to try. I had a review of the Supergirl trailer, which is available on the channel. You can see it independently there. And I'm just going to play that. It's about half an hour, but I'll play that for you guys while we wait to see if we can get into the game so we can start playing. So hopefully you'll find that of interest, better than just watching, staring at me. Person. An alcoholic, most likely. That's not a good sign. Not a lot of great heroes start off as alcoholics, but let's go on. So, also a slob, and the dog is also into alcohol. That doesn't make me feel good. And of course, now they put in the music, which means that this is going to get a copyright strike because of the music. But I'm going to go with it anyway, with audio. By the way, I did get a content strike. Did happen already, but I'm keeping the video up. So she's not just drunk, she's a slob. That's not very appealing. Drunk, alcoholic women that are slobs, not very appealing to most men. So we're losing a lot of the audience as we're going here. Men are getting turned off left and right. And I don't know a lot of women that are really attracted to or are interested in alcoholics that are slobs, male or female. So the audience for this is getting real small real fast. You're pissing on Superman? Seriously? This is the guy, along with Batman, that made DC. I'm a Marvel guy, but he made DC. And you're pissing on him? This isn't looking good.
You managed to get most of it on the paper this time. Good job, buddy. Hi, cars are out. Hereby declare.
Wow. She looked so bored. I mean, really. This guy is looking like, what the hell? And she's just so disinterested. I'm supposed to be connecting to this character. This seems like it's early in the movie, from the beginning of it. So we know she's a drunk, alcoholic, and sloppy, dirty, and she seems completely disconnected and disinterested. I don't see the appeal of this character. I'm just not seeing it. And I don't think that most men are going to see it. And I don't think most women are going to see it. This isn't making me say, I want to find out more about this person. Maybe it's me. She's a thief. Oh, that's a wonderful scene. So again, just to take a quick look at that, she's a thief. Stealing from people. Hangs out in a dive bar, intergalactic dive bar. Ooh, isn't that quirky? No, really isn't. You're still just a thief. And CD bar, well, that goes with alcoholic, so there's that, but okay.
The 23 will be the best year yet.
23? She's this much of a waste at 23? That's kind of sad. That's pitiful. Again, not looking at superhero here. This is not someone, I mean, when you think superhero, you think someone that you kind of look up to, that you want to emulate or you want to imagine yourself as. How many women at 23 want to envision themselves as an alcoholic and dirty and a thief? I don't think this is appealing. Let's go on.
Let's be honest, babe, it's not a very high bar to clear.
I didn't know any of you were still alive. What was it like?
So, if you don't know anything about DC, you probably don't know what this place is that it's referencing. So, this is a throwback, a little fan service to fans of DC. And this is probably her backstory, that she was on Kandahar. It's one of the last cities of Krypton. And so Superman isn't the only Kryptonian. Gotcha. And she was there when their city, long story in the DC comic books, but basically the city gets saved by being shrunk into a bottle. Okay. And I guess that's where her PTSD, that she's probably broken, probably PTSD, because her city got shrunk into the size of a bottle, or got put into a bottle, and the rest of the planet got destroyed. And so she has PTSD, and that's why she drinks. That's what I'm putting together in seeing this for the second time. Again, not necessarily an appealing story, nor a good excuse, not for a superhero. But I guess that's what they're going with.
I like to lose everything in a day.
Who's this kid? Okay, so we're here, and suddenly we get a child. Okay, quirky sidekick? She's got a sword, so she's supposed to be a fighter. Okay, I guess. I'm not really interested. Don't like girl bosses as is, and now this washed up drunk superhero with apparently PTSD has a sidekick. I get where he's going. I get where James Gunn is going. And this is one of those redemption stories. It's almost like Soldier, except really done badly. The movie Soldier with Kurt Russell, which is actually a great film. It's kind of in that vein. The washed up hero, washed up veteran on their last leg sees this young person who's in desperate need of help, and they reluctantly decide to become a mentor and a savior to help this young person who's key to something, I don't know, galactic peace, a treaty for their people, something like that. I get where they're going with it. It's pretty transparent, I think, and uninteresting. And I don't care that she's a diversity hire, because that doesn't make her more or less appealing. Just not really interested. But let's go on.
Everything in a day.
Krypton didn't die in a day. The gods are not that kind.
See, again, that's why I say PTSD. Krypton died. It got destroyed. Okay, that's her PTSD. That's why she drinks, apparently. I get it, but I'm not connecting here. Oh, girl boss scream. This is for the more political. This is the new thing. Women screaming. Scream into the void of space. Just shout it out. Okay, maybe some women will connect to that. I mean, they've got women screaming in the middle of woods, beating sticks on the ground. Some women will find this appealing. As a comic book guy, as a guy, and someone older, doesn't connect to me. Doesn't make me feel any way about this. I'm bored. I'm bored. Quirky? Oh, it's a bunch of aliens. And this is where everyone's saying it's like Guardians of the Galaxy. Look, it's all the aliens. They've got guns. She's like Star-Lord. No, she's not. Star-Lord is a far better character than this. And not as despondent, as much of a waste. But I get it. Again, we've seen this in many, many movies. You've got the reluctant hero who's down and out, and they've got to save this kid. And the only reason why they're pulling the guns on her is she's got the kid next to her, and the kid is the answer to everything, the answer to a civilization, whatever. It's tried, it's been done, and it's been done better. I'm not impressed. I'm not interested. It's not cute or refresh. It's not fresh. It's not new. It's not even interesting. At least the way the trailer's putting it together.
Okay, this does not look like this is gonna end well.
And look at her face when she's saying this. She is so disinterested. If your main character doesn't care, why should I care? It's not that she's taking it lackadaisical, like it's not a big deal, that this is easy for her to deal with. She's disinterested. Like, this is a complete joke. And I don't mean it in a good way. It's a bad joke. And if she doesn't care, why should I care? She's not worried about, I know, all the guns are on her because she's Supergirl. Isn't she worried about any accidental fire on the girl who's the answer to everything? The little Asian kid? Isn't that something she should be worried about? I don't know. I'm not feeling it.
Oh. For you guys.
Action! Ooh! Weren't you worried? Isn't that... She's a fighter. She's the girl boss. And this is the girl boss segment. Okay. Doesn't he look like a menacing bad guy? He looks like someone who has bad acne. I don't get like, ooh, supervillain, big threat. And I'm guessing he really isn't the big threat in the movie. He's probably not. He's some side character but has a goofy looking face. And we're supposed to think, ooh, he could be a big threat. No, I don't think so. And I don't take him as being menacing. I just don't.
Do others on your planet have powers like you?
No, it's a pretty...
Did any of that seem interesting to you? We just got a couple of action scenes. We just saw her. Okay, so they're running away from somebody. I would imagine they're running away from Lobo, most likely. He's the big bad. He's the threat. At least in the first part of the movie, I'm guessing. That in the first part of the movie, Lobo, who's a bounty hunter, he's nigh invulnerable. You can't really kill him. He's chasing them down. They realize he's the big threat. He's the big bad that they got to get away from in the first half of the movie. He'll probably be their ally in the second half of the movie. He's going to protect them from whoever is the boss of Lobo. Whoever sent out the bounty on the little girl is probably who Lobo is going to be fighting against alongside Supergirl at the end of the movie. This is that predictable. I'm very sure that's a storyline. And so here they are, they're going to escape. She should be able to fly. But apparently she's too drunk to fly. I bet that's the reason why she doesn't, but maybe not. Okay. And so they go from that to, look, oh, quirky aliens with a bunch of bows. They have crossbows. Are we serious? Crossbows? In space? Against Supergirl? Are we serious here? This makes no sense to me. Maybe they're Chewbacca type crossbows and they fire energy bolts. Maybe. But medieval weapons in a semi-super future sci-fi kind of zone. And you gotta have a guy with a Viking hat on. Really? It doesn't work for me. I get it. They're trying to go quirky. Isn't this odd? It's so unique. It's their culture. They're barbarians. They're bandits. I get it, but it does not work for me. It does not work. And then from there we get to the next scene, which is a bunch of action. Going so fast, you really don't get to connect to any of it. It doesn't really make any sense to you. It's just a couple of quick scenes, which makes me think they're afraid to actually show us the action, because the action isn't that good. The fight isn't that interesting. That's why I think the editor's trying to avoid. He wants you to make it seem like there's a lot of action, and there probably isn't, and the action they do have isn't that good in the choreography. But let's go on.
Pretty small group of two.
Okay, I got nothing from that. That random ship hits a rock means nothing. Probably from later in the show. I'm thinking this might be Lobo's ship and it's crashing. But who cares? Who cares? I'm not in awe. I don't feel suspense. It's just another thing happening on the screen. I don't really care.
What?
Nope, and that was Lobo. That was, I mean, it's such a fast scene. There it is. That's Lobo. So, if I'm correct, the bandits are trying to catch the little girl, and Supergirl's throwing them around because she's Supergirl, girl boss, and she's tossing them around, and then Lobo shows up. Probably knocks around some of the guys in front of the bar, this dive bar, intergalactic dive bar, knocks them out of the way, and everyone goes, "Oh no, it's Lobo, get out of his way, it's Lobo, he's after the girl." Okay, everyone else spreads apart, and that leads to the scene where Supergirl goes, "Oh, it's Lobo, I know about Lobo, we gotta get out of here, we gotta get out of here now." The young girl, the key to everything, she's going to say, "Who's Lobo? Why do we have to run?" And Supergirl will probably say, "Oh, he's known for being this bounty hunter and he's really bad." And you'll see Lobo knock around a bunch of these medieval barbarians in space. He'll knock them all around the bar as they run out and run through the window and run away. That's what I'm guessing is going to happen.
What's Superman like?
He sees the good in everyone, and I see the truth.
Okay, that is such a goofy look right there. I don't know what they're trying to get here. She's not this bright, shining sign. And perhaps they're going to say this is probably early in the story, before she becomes, either the PTSD kicks in, or she gets disappointed, she gets depressed, and starts becoming the alcoholic. This is her before she becomes the alcoholic and a loser, and when she still had hope, and probably when she's a little bit younger, and then she turns into the character that we see for the rest of the movie. It doesn't work for me, but okay, fine. And this is an example of an action scene does not work for me. This is straight out of The Flash. Remember in The Flash, they had a similar kind of scene when Superwoman, in that movie, the alternate version of Superman that they released in that alternate dimension, alternate timeline, that was a Superwoman, not Superman. And she gets out of the prison. I know, a lot of people didn't see the Flash movie, but that happens in there. And when she gets out into the sunlight, she gets her superpowers. Okay. Now. Hello, I'm back. So, just in case you were wondering, folks, at this moment, we are at 289 on the server. So it's moving by, it's moving, taking its time, but it's getting there. So I'm going to step away for a minute. That was most of my review of the trailer for Supergirl. I'm going to play the trailer the review of Section 31, and once the server lets me in, then I'll start playing. So I'm going to step away, you'll see that, and then we'll go forward. Star Trek, Section 31. What can I say about this?
Are you serious?
Maybe the show has something to say itself.
Why are you laughing?
Because I can't imagine things getting much worse.
Okay, so I decided to punish myself, I don't know why, to watch Star Trek Section 31. Because I'm a fan of Star Trek. Loved Star Trek, the original series. Pretty much loved the Next Generation. And I was a big fan of DS9.
And all it cost was the life of one Romulan senator, one criminal, and the self-respect of one Starfleet officer.
And in DS9, in the episode Inquisition, we got to be introduced to Section 31. Mysterious, dark, very much separate from what we would normally see from Star Trek.
Let's just say I belong to another branch of Starfleet intelligence. Our official designation is Section 31. Never heard of it. We keep a low profile.
I loved it. It was a great idea. A lot of mystery. Very much full of intrigue, and you could see the reality of why did they exist. What was Section 31? They're the Black Ops. They're the Delta Force. They're the MI5. They're the guys in the background doing things that no one wants to talk about. It's kind of like the operative from Firefly.
I don't murder children. I do.
Fantastic. Love that. And I know in some of the later series they brought in Section 31. In particular, the Kurtzman Star Trek for Paramount. The most recent modern audience revision of Star Trek. And it sucks. And once you saw, all you had to see there is, under the Kurtzman era, look at the Klingons. And that would tell you enough out of Star Trek Discovery why you don't need to watch that. But I decided, I saw the trailers and I said, you know what, maybe. Section 31, Michelle Yeoh, it could be interesting. Could be worth the time. Of course, that was before I saw the trailer. Now, you can see here, the trailer from Paramount. Paramount has 1.6 million subscribers. And 2.4 million people, more than their subscriber base, decided to check out this trailer. I don't know how much of the trailer they decided to check out, but they did. And you can see there's 5,000 likes. 5,000 likes out of 2.4 million views. That's abysmal. And honestly, that's all you need to see about this show, because if you just go by that, 2.4 million people saw the trailer, 5,000 thought it was good. That's the audience for Star Trek, Star Trek Section 31. I have to say that when I saw this, not just the trailer, but the series, the movie, I didn't know who this is made for. If you like action, this is not for you. If you like Mission Impossible, this is not for you. If you like Star Trek, this is not for you. If you're part of the modern audience that Kurtzman Trek has been designed for, you might enjoy this. If you have a heavy case of ADHD, you might like this. And even then, we're probably stretching a bit, because there's really nothing in this series. There's really no... All of the characters, I literally just finished watching this whole thing, and I can't name... there's two people that I can definitely name. of all the characters, all the people that were in the show. That's it. 2. And I think I might remember a third name. That's how memorable any of the characters are. The trailer tries its very best to make Michelle Yeoh feel intimidating. She's not. They tell you very often throughout the entire movie, she's intimidating. I feel intimidated by her. Don't you feel intimidated by her? No, I don't. She's also supposed to be the sympathetic protagonist of the show. She's not. The whole thing starts off... Matter of fact, let me show you something. So, the first warning sign is that as the show starts, we get this rainbow trail with this cartoonish figurine across the screen. Makes the Star Trek symbol. And you would think it's something out of Star Trek Lower Decks. Yet another Kurtzman-era failed idea. And it's very cartoonish. Not sci-fi at all. But it's got a rainbow. So, I mean, it's virtue signaling hard. And that's your first warning. You're probably not going to like this. Within the first, 30 seconds of the show, we get this quote. And it pops up on screen. Fate, who makes the sword, does the forging in advance. What the hell does that mean? This is the attempt by the Kurtzman Trek team to try and... I don't even know what they're going for. I don't know what kind of feel, it's supposed to be, ooh, isn't that ominous? No, it doesn't make any sense. Fate, who makes the sword, does the forging in advance. It doesn't convey anything. That's really nonsensical. It's basically a nothing sentence. It's not ominous. It's not prophetic. And it really isn't conveyed in the show you're about to see. So it doesn't set you up for the mood. It doesn't make you feel like you're in that universe. It's very off-putting, and it doesn't work at all. This is the first shot, first scene, first image of the movie itself. And you can tell instantly this was meant to be a TV show. This was meant to be a TV series. That vibe is clear from the very beginning all the way through. This wasn't supposed to be a movie, but I guess they were trying to save some money and decided to make it a movie instead of a series, because it was going to fail no matter what they did. This was going to be a failure, and they knew it. And this is the easiest way, instead of putting it out as a series and have no one watch it and get week after week of people just telling everyone, why are you watching this? And just not even hate watching it. It's not even worth hate watching. And as a series, all of the YouTubers would be making content every week about how bad this was. So they figured, throw it out as a movie, one shot, get all the abuse out all at once. And it deserves all the abuse it's going to get. But this is the image. The Terran Empire. They're showing you a bunch of huts. Are you impressed? How ominous. Now, for someone who hasn't seen Kurtzman Trek, didn't watch any of the Picard because it had no appeal to me. I did not see Star Trek Discovery because I'm not into Space Jesus. What's her name? Mikey. Whatever her name is. She's the Space Jesus of Star Trek Discovery. Huge virtual signaling show. I don't want to hear about people's feelings in a corridor in space. Just not interested. But this is supposed to be the mirror universe. Now, this is from the original series, Star Trek, mirror universe, with the, instead of the Federation, they have the Empire, the Terran Empire. Okay. And I have to say, just from this one opening image versus the original Star Trek from the 1960s with no budget whatsoever, I was more impressed with the original Star Trek than this. I had more of a feel for the power of the Empire from the original Star Trek series with virtually no effects at all. And it was more impressive, and I could get the feeling of how dangerous the Empire was from the original series more than this opening shot. And the entire opening scene leaves you with nothing. It all takes place, the first 7-8 minutes of the show, the movie, takes place right here. And you can tell this is an AI image. And it's not the best AI image ever. But this hut, I don't know whether it's on Earth. I don't know if it's on some foreign planet. I don't know where it is. All I know is it's this dusty Tatooine type of place. And it's vaguely indigenous, I guess, with these weird plants. So I'm thinking it's not Earth, but who knows where it is. And one family lives here. A mom, a dad, 2 kids. That's it. No other people, no civilization in sight. This is it. And this is supposed to endear us to Michelle Yeoh's character, Giorgio. And it doesn't work. Because, spoilers, here comes the spoiler, the entire family gets killed. Right here. By Giorgio. The one neat thing I thought about that was, unlike, most movies where it'd be an action scene, the villain is going to kill their family and they pull out a sword and they just kill everyone, or pull out a gun and shoot everyone, or a bomb blows up and everyone dies. No, she used poison. Mind you, that is traditionally the main way that women tend to kill people is by poison. So that's real world. Real world, most people commit murder, most women commit murder with poison. So in space, in this mirror universe, same thing. But it doesn't make any sense. And that's the problem. One, we're supposed to be empathizing with Giorgio, the Empress, leader of the Empire. This is her family. This is where they came from. So you're expecting, she grew up. Once you find out, she shows up and you see her hug her family, and you're thinking, okay, so she grew up in this hut and, she struggled and she became the Empress. Not quite. It doesn't make any sense. She's one of 18 people that came across the entire empire, and they all went through a trial, these 18 people, and the last 2 surviving had to go back and kill their family.
You serious?
That doesn't make any sense. This is your trial. This is how they pick the next person. Mind you, the person who's saying, oh, you're the new Empress, once her family's dead, all of a sudden the ship appears, and all these troops, which is copy-pasted, it's obviously CGI, and it's copy-paste troops. Okay, I forgot to put on my microphone. So we're in the 20 position. We're at 573 when we came in on the queue. The queue has been moving very fast. We're now at 20. Thank you for being patient and being patient with me and being patient with the game. So we should be getting into the game relatively soon. I'm looking forward to that. I hope you enjoyed the entertainment while we've been waiting in the queue. That was a review. We saw the first review is my reaction to the trailer for Supergirl. And then we saw my review of Section 31, which is Kurtzman Trek. Horrible show. But, so you have those videos. If you want to see those in full to the end, please do go to my channel. You can look them up and you can see the entire videos and you can tell me what you think of my reviews and my reaction there. We're at 11. We're getting there. Might be some excitement here. I hope. Quite honestly, I just want to play the game. I thought it was a good MMO a couple of years ago when I paid them $75 to their Kickstarter to get involved in this, to back this game. And now I want to see what my money got me. I want to see, and I understand, it's in an alpha. We're at number 8, by the way. It's in alpha, so there may be bugs. I expect that. I'm not expecting perfection here. I just want good, solid game. Good, solid gameplay. That's all I want to see. Good, solid gameplay. Or at least the indication that it will be good, solid gameplay. Here we are. We are number 2 in the queue. All right, we're going to get in. It only took 41 minutes. Well, we're almost there. Let me not jump ahead. Come on. There we go. So we're getting in. It took about 42 minutes. We started the stream as soon as we got on and we tried to jump in. So it's been 42 minutes of a lag to get into the game. And now we'll finally see the full game. Or at least the alpha. I'm looking forward to this. Come on. Give me the game. Wait. It's the first time that the game itself, not the assets, but the game itself, first time that it's loading up on my computer. So that may be why there's a longer load time than might be usual. I'm giving it the benefit of doubt here. I'm not going to say it's the optimization of the game, although they need to work on optimization. But I think it's going to be, I don't know. Nope. Music changed. Does that mean we're getting in? Did it crash? Where are we? Where are we? Okay, that's just a music loop ending. The music loop ended pretty harsh. It made me think that, oh, we are in. Okay. So now we're loading combat assets. 117 out of 118. Okay. The thread of fates are not broken, only tangled. Every path leads to the same end, whether seen or unseen. The land of destiny is patient, and even in chaos, the weave stays true. You know, word to the creators, the developers, you're going to put in a quote. You may not want to put in a very gray quote next to a gray background in the picture, and then you put the letters. The font is really, really small. Makes it very hard to read that. If it wasn't for the fact that I have time on this screen waiting for this to load, I wouldn't even notice this. So I'd suggest maybe move it up, like in this corner, where it's more green. So move the words, the message here. Move that up to the top left corner. If you're not going to change, or change the color and size of the font, or better yet, do all three. Change the size and the type of font, change the font color, and move it up to the top left corner. That's my advice to the developers. Alright, come on. I'm in the middle of a transition screen. I'm waiting for it to switch over. There we go. Well, we got another. Okay. No, we got another one. Okay. Final. It says whole loading screen for final touches. Okay. And again, see, we've got the font down here, but it's just so small. It's the same quote. So I guess the font is separate of the artwork. What? What do you mean it timed out? 46 minutes. That's not my fault. Really? That's not my fault. They kicked me out. 46 minutes. It was supposed to be loading. Don't tell me I gotta go back into a queue. Load up. So we've got some artwork. It looks like it's slowly fading in. So it's not putting me in the queue again. Okay, it's loading the same thing it loaded before. This has got to be server side. Okay. Let's go. We just did this. I like some of the artwork though. The artwork looks nice. Got a nice fantasy vibe to it. We're in. We're in the game. 48 minutes. 48 minutes later, and I am in the game. Okay. Okay, scroll will let me move from third. Okay, so scroll button, I can scroll all the way back and all the way up, but I don't go into first person, so it's definitely third person. Okay, we can scroll, lets me move in and out. Hold down the third mouse button and I can, okay, can look around a little bit. Meet with the Gate Watcher. Okay, who's the Gate Watcher? Oh wow, we got a lot of people in here. I'm not sure if there's a bunch of lag or not. Feels like there's lag. A bunch of lag. How many people are behind me? So there's a lot of people looking like they're frozen. Alright. That's a healer. Okay. F to interact. I'm fine, I just need a moment to lie down. The goblins are restless. Okay. I guess he's not the Gate Watcher. Okay. this the way to go? No. Oh, wait a minute. Can I go through there? No, no, no. No. Don't tell me I'm jumped. Okay. I was afraid I got stuck. Whoa, I'm not turning me around. Oh, okay. Better turn with the right mouse button. Right mouse button to turn. Defeated enemies may drop materials. Fine. Yeah, it's standard stuff. Okay. Ho ho! What do we got here? Dropped loot. Well, first I gotta find out where am I. What was that? Okay. Grab an axe. Yes. Inventory. Let me. Items tab. Yeah. Search and filter. Yep. Materials. Yep. Quest. Yeah. Okay. Gold. Yep. Kind of got that. Can I equip it? This does. What's the damage? 35, 106, 71, 24. So the daggers look like they do more damage. Journal. Okay. Character. Okay. Do I have anything equipped? Yes. Okay. Can't enter stealth. No target. Okay. What is this? By the light of the phoenix, you stand once more upon Vada. If you value wisdom and renewal, the Sunfire Consortium welcomes your fire. Our outpost, Samina's Hope, lies to the east. If you seek order and conquest, speak with my friend Gatewatcher Bronson, and find purpose in Lionhold to the west. Ah, then your path lies not in Sunfire. Okay, well, let's go to the other guy. I don't know. Conquest, it sounds like my thing. So I don't know what that means. Why'd I jump? I don't know. Okay. Order and Conquest, yes. Lionhold and Samina's Hope lead in the opposite direction. You can only choose one. Are you sure? Yes. Fine choice, no shortage, threat. We had goblins crawl up from the depths, wretched and vicious things. Let's see. Okay, farewell. Let me go. That mean I can go through? That way. Okay. We got plenty of people. So we've already made a choice, and that's going to have an impact on Too many people here. I need just a few less people. I don't like these. How am I firing? Okay, a little different. So the key configuration doesn't work. Leveled up. Oh, you guys can't see this. What the hell? What just happened? Oh, sorry about that, guys. I didn't notice that you couldn't see what's going on. I just leveled up. I don't know how long you weren't able to see, but... I don't know how I lost my screen there, but okay. Okay. How do I level up? Character screen? Character? Artisanship? Affiliations? Archive? Okay. Not quite sure. I mean, I got an extra level, but I'm not sure what to do with it. Okay. Check. I guess this is the guy I'm looking for? Yeah. Okay. He's Nottingford. Registrar. I will log the lawful arrivals, and I get to say welcome. Looks like the sickies didn't slow you down. I guess that's the goblins. They never seem to stop. You're clear to proceed. Head down to down the hill. Okay. Who is this guy? Rank and title. Doxia. Commander, the Lion Guard. She's really something. Oh, you should get along. And take this medallion. It's proof that I have done my job. Don't lose it. Remember, you must report to Helm Lord Avonmore. Okay, so I got to go to an Avonmore. Gotcha. Might as well kill a couple more of these guys while I can. Skill points, cool. Okay, that's cool. Okay, how about you? Skill point. Okay. That counts for something. I'm supposed to go that way. I like the graphics. Can we get into any of these? No. Okay. So spacebar, jump. That's kind of standard. Ooh, what's this? I can collect. Okay, good. Okay, so looks like I already have the gear I need to start collecting materials, so I can. Cool. Does it kill me? No. Do I need to hit it anymore? No. Okay. I'm assuming that I've got that. No. Materials. I got a log. Okay, well, one is better than none. Might as well get another one if I can. Yep. Is there a way to... Do I have a pickaxe or anything? No? No. No other trees. Okay, well. So we got wood. That counts for something, I guess. Let's get some more. Gather some more, why not? Okay. We've got a mini map up here. I'm not really sure. 1 minute remaining until the current season is spring. That's going to be for 14 days. Okay. We've got... So there's different weather. We can zoom in and out. That's the location I'm looking for. That's where we were. Okay. Oh, different type of tree. Can I chop this one down too? So we got some oak wood, we've got some ash wood. Okay. 2 of each, fair enough. Do I do mining too? A little glitchy, but you know, nothing crazy. Oh, okay. A town, and that looks interesting. Why do I have a bow? Maybe because I was a scout? Maybe. For those who didn't know, yesterday I set up this character and I set him up with a bow. Can I swim? I can. Okay. So I can swim. Okay. So I can swim and do a backflip. Haha! Look, front flip, rather. Whoa. Cool, cool. I don't know about mining. Can I do any mining? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Man, my guy looks really tiny from... You pull back a little bit and he looks really tiny. I'm assuming the town's there, but what's over here? E is to fight. So if I hit the E button, it lets me get into fighting. I can't go there. Okay. What do we got? I probably should have gone to the town, but so I'm still in a decently safe zone, it seems. Oh. Okay, he looks like he's stronger than me. By quite a bit. So maybe not him. Is there anyone I can kite into me? That worked. got to kite him. Oh, bird. Okay. It's a little cheap, but, you know, I can live with it. Okay, I legit got that guy. Do I get the bird too? No, I don't get anything for him. I didn't care. So, no, that's a person. Okay. Alright, let's check out the other town. So, combat is interesting. It's a little janky. Now, that could be because this is the starter. We're just outside the exact starter zone. And I don't know any of the keybinds. I mean, they're not really good. Like, I need to use E to be able to use my bow. But to use my backstab, because he's a thief, I need to use the number 2. So it's a little awkward there. But, you know, not the worst thing. But I can take out some creatures, so it's not horrendous. Supposedly I got a horse in here somewhere, so we'll find out. I need to find a couple more. It looks good. I mean, you can't go into first person, but that's as close as I can get. And my guy is short. I mean, he is short. Really short. Didn't think he'd be that short. Okay. Where am I going? I'm supposed to go that way. Okay, where everybody is, of course. Surrounded by everybody. I'm pretty sure that's the guy I'm looking for. Right? Yes. He's the Helm Lord of Lionhold. And he governs over the walls as the outpost. If you mean to serve the Kalar Empire, we'll find purpose. If not, pray we don't get in the way. Yep, understood. Good. Let me see that medallion. Excellent. Let's see. Standard post. I expect no less from you. Take this steed. Okay, I'm getting a horse. Keep it fed. Keep it swift. You'll need it. You'll need the ground beneath you to move. Serve with strength. I've crossed the Sempus de Vera through a divine gateway and into the ruins. Okay. Complete. I have a horse. Let's see. Minehold stands because Order Souls. The Root Warden tends the Ember Spring that feels that make the font bigger to the developers of the game. Make the font bigger. I know I'm older than most people who are playing this, but I can't read it. It's really difficult to read. Okay. You've not yet attuned to it. The gap in the ledger will be corrected. Attuned? I don't know what that means. Yes, attuned. Every soul bears the spring's mark that ties your coil to its hold and keeps the root way from pulling you in unintended directions. The root warden will see to the right, follow the instructions, and return when it's done. Emberbound. Okay. Some speak to the root warden. And then I get, well, I already got dull glint. So I'll take the box. Box up, okay. So I gotta go find somebody. Alright, whatever. Where's my horse? Where's my horse? Is that my horse? No. Is that my horse? No. I don't think it's my horse. What do we got here? So I've got artisanship, skill books, and character. Let's look at skill books. Okay, hey, skill tree. The skill tree is the potential of your archetype manifested. Select the activities on the tree and confirm your changes to add them to your repertoire. Okay. Some abilities are unlocked automatically as you level up. These do not cost any skill points to use. Okay. You gain skill points every time you level up. Yeah. You can review how many available and how many points you have left on the bottom left. Gotcha. Your weapon proficiency and stamina also improve with use. Good. And have their own dedicated skill trees. Okay, so I got an archetype, which is basically I'm a rogue. So I've got a skill tree for rogues, I've got a skill tree for weapons, and a skill tree for stamina. Okay. Everything just froze. That's the server. The server just froze on me. Maybe because I'm doing this in a crowded area. I don't know. I like the look. It's a little, everything seems a little bit small. Maybe it's the distance I have my character's perspective on. Did it just crash? It just crashed. It did just crash on me. But then again, I was in a very crowded area, so that might be the reason why. I'm supposed to have a horse, so we'll see what's going on with that. Seriously, the font to the developers. Maybe 2 font sizes higher. Timed out? What do you mean timed out? How did time out? Don't tell me I'm in another queue. Don't put me in the queue. Don't put me in the queue. Log me in. You kicked me out. Don't put me in a queue. Put me back in. Put me back in the game. Come on, load on in. The game is early access, folks. I'm not counting this against the game. They have, obviously, the load on the server is pretty high. There's a lot of people trying to play this. That's why there was like 500 people. Yes, last night there was 2,400 people. That's how long the backlog was to get into the game. So the stress test, if this alpha early access is about the stress test, the game is definitely stressed. No question about it there. So they definitely are stressing the system. They need more servers. Point blank. increase the size of the font. That's the second option. Although I may have that option. I may not have seen that option, but I would say as a default, make the font sizes like 2 sizes bigger. And I may be able to go into the control panel and make it a little bit larger myself, but I didn't look at that. So again, I'm not holding it against the developers, especially if it's something that I can change myself. What do you guys think? Please leave your comments. I can see your comments on YouTube. Let me know. I think the game it's got a decent look. It's not the prettiest game I've ever seen, but it is appropriate for the sci-fi fantasy, and it seems like it's low fantasy realm here, which means not a lot of magic, but can't be sure of that yet. But it's got a decent look. It's not crazy. I like the trees. Okay, you know, the gathering of material. Here we go. Hello, fire. Oh. Hey, I'm not the shortest person. Those guys are shorter than me, so that's good. Where am I? Oh, I'm next to this guy. I need to back out of this. Yeah. Okay, there's a little bit of a lag. And my facing is wrong. But let's stay over here for a second. So again, let's check this out. So what I had up before. So this is artisans, okay. Let's see, I've got crafting. So I can do crafting, I can make weapons, carpentry, arcane engineering, no idea what that is. I can do armor smithing, leather working, tailoring, jeweler, and scribe, interesting. We've also got gathering, which I've been doing some lumberjacking. Mining, haven't figured that out yet. Herbalism, haven't figured out how to do that yet, but okay. Oh, there is fishing. That's always nice. And hunting. Okay, so we got a couple of things there. Cool. Processing, haven't figured out that at all. Other, don't know what other is. Recipes. I can make a great sword. It looks like I can make a great sword, a shield. What do I need for a shield? Final touches. Okay. I need ingredients. Ingredients for the shield. Copper fragments and amber timber. So I have ash. I should have ash. Do I still have the ash? Do I still have the materials? I should. Ah, okay, I do still have it. Ooh, this one's purple. I've got epic wood. I have epic wood. Epic wood, folks. Ladies, did you hear that? I have epic wood. Okay. Common wood. Heroic wood. I didn't know you could have heroic wood. I don't know what that even means. But okay. Matter of fact, what does that mean? Split stack, link, item, okay. We got dint sold for copper and an emblem, okay. Quest items, none, okay. We got, okay, there's my horse, okay. Do I have extra bar stocks? No. And we've got academic van braces. Okay, I want to equip that. Did I equip it? I did indeed. I did indeed. I equipped them. Okay, cool. Let's see. We've got Medallion of Return. Okay. Rancid Cheese. And a Rusty Axe. Yeah, but I'm using daggers right now. 10 strength, physical. What is this? This is 7 strength, 36 physical. Unsellable, durability. No, there's durability in the game. So you'll have to build things, and durability is a factor in the game. I also have a bow and arrow. Okay. This is bound to me and it's unsellable. Okay. We've got 102 in strength, 82 in dexterity, which is decent. Constitution 75, intelligence 54. That's not so great. Wisdom 62 and mentality 68. Great. Magic. Do I have magic? I've got 5 magic power, 1.4 magic defense. That's not a hell of a lot. That's not at all. Base. Max health 246 with 1.5 health regen. Max stamina is 100%. Okay, good. Let's see what we got miscellaneous here. Corruption. I don't even know what that is. You can gain corruption when you kill unflagged. Ah, that's killing players. There is PvP in the game. Alright. You gain increased corruption for killing players lower level than you. Okay, if I kill someone higher level, I don't get as much. I get some corruption, but not as much as if I kill someone who's lower level than me. Well, that kind of helps in PvP. You're going to fight people your level or above, not really those who are below you. It could work. We'll see. Resource drop 25%. Resource delete. Okay. So that answers that a little bit. We've got the materials in the inventory. Got that a little bit. Skill. Okay. K. I've got a skill point, and we've got acrobatic strike. We've got lacerate, and we've got thump. That's blunt damage. I've got kick and flurry. Strike your opponent twice for 50% of physical damage. Physical speed increased by 10%. Last 6 seconds can be extended up to 12. Feint. Dash behind your target with a feint strike, dealing 70 physical. Quickly strike your target 3 times for 33% damage while flipping to the other side. Puts the target off balance. Cannot move or rotate for 3 seconds. If your target is facing you upon activation... you know what? I like that. That sounds kind of interesting. When attacking targets from behind, you gain 10%. Level 1 stealth. Cool. I can do stealth and I get stab. Okay. Oh, I get to take this. Okay, I can replace this. So stab is 125%, and that includes backstab. So I can either take out... Okay, so I can switch that. Oh. Okay. So I can switch this, right? Ah. Hey, there we go. So... ah, that's how that works. Okay. Weapon. Save changes. Okay. Weapon. I have daggers right now. Rusty daggers, splintered short bow. Okay. And weapon skill slot. I have one skill point. Okay. Select one of the following skills. Deadly finisher, bleed, snare, or wound. Let's see. Power through, critical combos, I guess. Bleed, 25 chance. Activate deadly finisher that will that applies bleeding to the target. I can apply snared, or can I apply a wound? Bleed? I think bleed. Okay. There's that, and I've got, in terms of the daggers, daggers will let me, they let me do the same thing. Okay. Stamina. I have no idea what this does. I'll take a look at this later. Okay. Character menu. We were on that before. Cosmetics. We just saw this. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Inventory, which we looked at already. Journal. Yeah, I gotta speak to some guy. Yeah. Get that. We've got a map. What's the map look like? So I'm here. I gotta go there. No. Okay, I gotta go up here. I kind of was there already. But I also gotta check mail. Okay. Okay, map's interesting. Group manager. Diplomacy. Really, you got to increase the font size, dude. Increase the font size. To the developers, increase the font size. Citizenship. Becoming a citizen of a settlement helps it grow and grants you special benefits. You can find information here about nearby level 3 or higher settlements. If you need to see this again, hit this button. Information. Okay, I'll do that later. You are not currently... I'm not part of any of these cities, okay? I'm not a citizen anywhere. So you can join a town. Weapon skill points. What's this shop? What's the shop? Delivery of cosmetic. Oh, that's... Yeah. Real world. No, not doing that. Okay, and that's the game menu. Can I... Account manager, return game. Game options. I need display. No, that's fine. Graphics? Nope, we're on set on high. Interface. General. Nope. HUD. UI scaling. I'll make it a little bit bigger. That's a little bit better, but not great. Action bars. General. Distance. Allies. Community. Chat. Visuals. Okay. Well, good enough. All right, let's try and figure this guy out. All right, we need to go. I love this guy is so little. I love it. We got horses over here. Oh, wrong way. Oh, can I go up that ladder? No. Can't go up the ladder. And this guy is over this way. Huh, next spin. Okay, sets my save point. Gotcha. Root Warden. Where's the Root Warden? Sentinel. Interesting. Oh, there he is. Okay. Greet you as one voice. The ember spring rises from the rootway, gentle and steady, carrying on. Its warmth binds, coils to the living, blah, blah, blah. Tune, I did that. Well, I guess I'll do it again. Okay. I went out of order. Shame on me. I assume I can go fishing in there, but we'll see. Alright. It looks like it's thinning out a little bit. Well, kinda. Kind of thinning out. I think more people have started spreading out. I need to find somebody. Good, he'll explain details. From. No, that's not it. Oh, I need to get my mail. Oh. Mail. No, I don't want the transporter. I want... Where's the mail? What's this? Okay. Mr. Morning is wanted in connection with multiple murders. He's considered dangerous. Morling. Okay. Interesting. What's this? Okay, he's fishing. Okay, so we can fish over here. Great. What's this? What's this? The pyre weights the bones. Okay. I don't want to be on that guy. I'm thinking I should be able to. Oh, yes, I can. I was figuring I could gather these, so you can gather things if you are next to them. If you have the right thing, if you can identify it, it will, like that, spot on up, and then you can just gather it. Okay. Okay, we got more of these. How much room do they take? Let's leave some more space. Wait a minute, how do I... Oh, I can stack them. Alright folks, so we figured out how to do gathering, kinda, sort of. We kinda sorting out how to do a couple things, kinda, sort of. Well, we were just in here. Meet Inquisitor Cushberry. Oh, there he is. He's down there. All right. So let's run. This area is pretty busy. Doors won't open, alright. Seems to be the right way. It seems like it's the right way. Although I want to figure out how to do mining. I want the one where everyone's standing around, most likely. Sergeant, Lion Guard. Okay. All right. Wait a minute. Does that mean I can? Oh, I can mine. There goes the mining. Okay. Let's take a look. Granite. Not enough space. How about if I do that? I do that. Move that up. Now. Bingo. Oh, I have another bag? No, I have a slot for it. Okay. So we got some resources. Do with all that, but alright, we got them. So I figured out how to do some mining, I figured out how to do some gathering. Steal drop materials by looting another player's ash pile. But you will be marked as a combatant. Okay. No. No, thank you. I don't want to be a combatant. So those are dead bodies. It seems. Okay. Let's see what he has to say. Stand there, don't speak. I need you. You need to be sure you who are able to claim. Can't get proof. The other thing. Search the fields for any sign of where they may be. Okay, well. That way. Okay, so it's a fetch quest, essentially. Where's my arrow? Nasty little buggers, aren't they? Okay. Got to get used to doing that. That's a little different. I guess this is what I was looking for. It's a little confusing here. A lot of people around. Kind of basic. What do we got? Oops. Too far. Hey, dude. Hey, my dude. What you got to say? Assuming mistakes, soil closed. Yep. Always said yes. But Halbert wouldn't have walked in. Yes, there's more rose and teeth than what you find in a pamphlet. Yes. Mark, flame. Someone sent it to those fields with purpose, and the Grim only finished what had already done. This is not a simple disappearance. Okay. Bandits. Okay, now we're going to bandits. Twice now, bandits. At the lumber mill. Yeah, I'll accept it. So, before I go further... Stamina. Let's see. Stamina. Do I have two? So, mental fortification. While guarding, the duration of incoming control effects is reduced. I can do graceful reflexes. Dodging has a 5% chance to cleanse the dazed, weakened, snared, or chilled status. Second movement while sprinting, 10% of control effects, and so on. No, they all cost 2. And then further duration of incoming control, mental fortification. What is the ultimate thing? When guarding your physical and magical block. I don't know what that means. I'll take the first one. Sure. I have another skill point. Thump. Kick. Flurry. Oh, what's that? Mining certification, so I can't do that. Alright. Before I do anything else, let me go back. Let me figure out what I'm trying trying to do. Trying to figure out what am I doing. I got to figure out my skills and abilities here. No, I can't go back. Cannot. I thought I had. Yeah, I do have a bow. So why is the bow not working? It should be working. Why is it not letting me use my bow? Heavy, medium, light. I'm a dwarf. I don't know if that makes a difference, but... Okay. on this way. What do we got down here? The bridge, town. I don't know how to switch weapons. Okay. Don't know what I'm doing. Don't know what I'm doing. Nothing? Oh, okay. I thought I would have got something for that, but nope. Seems not. It's over there. Are you gonna attack? No. Okay, so there are people over here.